A special episode for today. We are just about New Year's Eve, and this is the perfect moment to look back on your year that's passed. What progress you might be overlooking in the constant rate of getting better. Sometimes we just focus too much on what did we achieve, and we lose all the little and small progress that we made. So what's your stand on this topic?
I think it's easy to get lost in the numbers. People looking Wodify, they're looking for PRs, weights, leaderboards, and when they analyze that for some, the conclusion is that they think they didn't really progress this year because to them progress is only shown by numbers.
Like weights lifted.
Weights, times in which metcons are done. The things that we encourage you to track because they're important. But I want to challenge the idea today that progress is only made by just that. There are also other signs that maybe you forgot about or you don't even notice anymore. That shows that you made progress, and I'll go over a couple today to show what other type of progress also really looks like, especially in CrossFit. And then especially if you've been training for a while and you're past the newbie gains. There's something important to understand that the better you get, the less obvious progress becomes. In that, in that first year, the weights on the bar, they go up easy. If you're training consistently, you're getting faster in the metcons, the skills that you learn, the jumps are more dramatic. It's like what I said, the newbie gains. The longer you train, the less obvious this progress will go. There is still progress in the numbers, but it's in smaller steps. As we both know, that after a while you can't expect to PR on every lift anymore.
Exactly, and now is the time that the motivation goes lower and lower. When you don't see the newbie gains very fast, when you need to put in that extra effort that's going to be just 0.1% better than previous what you tried.
Yeah, and after these newbie gains, a lot of people get a bit discouraged, and that's why I want to talk about a couple of things that maybe you should pay attention to on yourself and maybe analyze a little bit. It's just simple things, workouts that used to feel impossible in the beginning when you started, now they just feel normal. Movements that when you saw them on the board that once stressed you, like handstand push-ups, or there are cleans on the metcon, and maybe you used to think it's gonna suck today because I'm not so good at it. Now it's just another movement of the many that you just do, and because it feels familiar, your brain tells you there's no progress, there's no change, but something changed. That workout is not intimidating anymore. Those movements are not intimidating anymore. Some type of progress did happen. Progress sometimes feels boring because it just got normal. Certain things got normal now. It's like it's not intimidating. You just do them now. And you take it for granted and you don't consider it as progress, but compare yourself with the first 6 months and compare yourself now, a year and a half or 2 years in. It's a different person. The workouts, you just take them different. That's one of the big ones. That the movement quality went up, you learned new stuff, but you don't notice anymore. You just think it's normal. Because movement quality is something that should be your first priority. And movement quality is what will help you to those bigger numbers. But often people don't notice movement quality anymore, unless sometimes when they see an old video in the memories of the Instagram or Facebook passing by, and then seeing damn how I was doing cleans and snatches. That doesn't look good.
Yeah,
in comparison to how I'm doing them now.
And oftentimes you think you move really good, but when you see an ancient movie of yourself in that period that you thought you're moving the best you are so far, you realize, fuck, that was ugly.
Yeah, I haven't had that from all the way in the beginning, like over 10 years ago when I see myself, a video of myself snatching and doing a PR snatch there and thinking, Jesus, this and this and this and this, many things wrong. I lifted the weight, but many things were wrong. But you don't realize it on the spot then.
Yeah.
So just think about your last year. Think about maybe your squats. They're probably more stable. In certain movements, your positions are better. You lose your balance less. You control the bar better when you're fatigued in a Metcon. Maybe the weight on the bar didn't change much, but the movement quality changes. So that's for sure a big sign of progress. You're hitting that more consistently. You're more conscious of the movement. You're moving with more confidence. So, like I said, you're not afraid of the movements that you used to be afraid of when they popped up. Moving better, from my point of view, is a very important marker of progress. Once you get stuck at a weight, I often tell people, try to make it look better at the same weight before you worry about trying to put more weight on it. That more weight is going to come over time. But yeah, it's not going to be jumps of 10 kilos anymore like it was in the beginning. You're going to have to be happy
yes.
with 1 to 2 kilos after a certain point. But then focus on moving better and then just be patient. That little jump that's still there, it will come.
Now while you were speaking, I was thinking of, did I have any little small wins this year? And I think the biggest small win that I have is being more comfortable with running outside even when it's cold. I used to be terrified of running in the cold, but now as I'm trying to hold up one run per week, and if there's some in the workouts, I'm doing it also. I'm really more relaxed now. So that's a small win that I didn't even consider until this point.
Yeah, you were afraid you're gonna catch a cold.
That's what you've been taught when you were young. Get all the clothes on you. Don't breathe with your neck in the cold. Don't breathe just with the nose, not with the mouth. So yeah, but I think all of these are just myths, and I think you actually grown stronger in health, and if you train and if you're living a good life, you should be on the good path.
Usually people that come with the it's too cold to run, that usually do run. My first question always is, and then I hope that they is, do you ski or snowboard? It's like, what do you do then not to be cold? And then they say, I put my stuff on. I say, it's the same, just dress for the run, dress for the weather, and you'll be fine. And once you're moving, for sure you'll be fine. If then you run until you're in front of your door again, you'll be fine. You're overheated, you're well dressed, put some gloves. If you need one of those scarves in front of the mouth, put a hat on. It's fine. It's not too cold. You're underdressed.
Exactly.
And then another one that I would consider progress is confidence. Not confidence when things are easy, but the confidence that you build when things get hard in a Metcon. That confidence that built over time. Just think about the way you approached the Metcons a year ago versus now. Probably you're not so scared anymore when you see a certain workout on the board and you know, okay, this is gonna hurt a little bit. You probably learned how to pace yourself better, not to go and burn out in the first round because you went too hard. You learned your body, you learned your fitness level, you learned how long can I stay at a certain heart rate, you learned what is a good rep range for me at a certain weight to do without burning out. You recover probably faster when you take those breaks between sets or between movements in a Metcon. The heart rate drops faster, so it's a big sign of fitness going up. You don't mentally give up when your legs start burning, but you learn to push through in comparison to all the way in the beginning. So now this is a sign of progress. You're handling the workouts better. You're feeling that pain and you know, I've been here before. I'm not gonna die. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna burn for a bit, then the Metcon is over. I'm gonna rest. We're gonna be just fine. Happy hormones are gonna pop up. And it's a big sign of progress. It's the ability to stay calm under fatigue. I think it's one of the most valuable skills that CrossFit built And it doesn't show in numbers on the leaderboard, but it's definitely a sign of progress. And then the thing that, especially in the CrossFit community, maybe it's something coaches talk about, maybe members not so much about this word, work capacity. A lot of people say, I don't feel much fitter. I don't feel much fitter. I don't know if this is working. I don't know if I'm progressing. But then they actually look at what they're doing in a week. They're doing more volume than in the beginning. They're doing longer workouts, more training days. They feel less sore after workouts, which is also a sign of just continuous stress on your body and not so sore anymore. Not like the myth of some that if I don't have muscle pain, it's not working. No, if you're training very regularly, you just get tired legs and maybe you get muscle pain when it's a move that you didn't do in a long time and it was bigger volume. But for the rest, if it's the moves that you do on a regular basis, you're not going to get that sore anymore. So the moment you not get so sore anymore between workouts, it's also a good sign of progress. Your work capacity is going up. So the things that used to destroy you and leave you sore for days, now it's just another day. Tomorrow or the day after I can go back to the gym. You train so often that you learn your body to recover faster between efforts, and you don't have that much of a need to take like more than one day off. Maybe you don't need to take a day off at all and you go multiple days in a row. What is now normal, but it used to not be normal, and you used to go one day training, one day off, one day training, one day off. Now you build the capacity to resist multiple days of stress, even if it means that it's not coming back to the gym. Could be on Monday I'm in the gym, and on Tuesday I'm perfectly capable with my friends to play basketball or football because my body progressed to that point that I can stay active every day if I want. So it's something that you should not underestimate, that work capacity that you build. It doesn't come from nowhere. It's a sign of progress. Even if it doesn't mean that you see PRs on the board, you're capable of doing much more over a week total physical activity than you used to. I hear some stories of Lores PTs just talking about that, like that the carryover into the daily life, like things that would make them sore, make them tired. That now, okay, going for that long hike of 2-3 hours in the weekend that used to get me all sweaty and a bit nervous because it's physical activity, it's just a normal thing now.
Or playing longer with the kids.
Yeah, running behind the kids, doing physical activity on the spot, like improvised. Yeah. And one of the biggest wins that people don't always think about, but that I sometimes try to give them as when I talk to them about goals, is consistency in training, showing up more regular, showing up weeks in a row without having a week break, training even when motivation isn't perfect. If you can start doing that, it's a big sign of progress. If you can say, no matter that motivated, not motivated, tired, I can still get the consistency in to move, because it's like brushing my teeth, it's like taking a shower, it's like eating food. I'm training, even if it's that day not at 100%, I will do something and I will feel better after. I haven't met somebody yet that came in for a training and afterwards said, I regret that I showed up because I didn't feel like, but I regret I should have just stayed home, by exception. But most of the time it doesn't happen like that.
My friend, I had this week 2 times this feeling.
Yeah,
Monday and Tuesday.
that you were doubting, go or not go.
I don't want to go. I will not go. And then I said, okay, I'm disciplined to get rid of this feeling and just show up and then see what I can do. Not pushing myself, not setting myself expectations. Just show up, be present, see what you can do. That's what I did.
I think that's the important part. Don't put yourself any expectations, or I have to do this in training, or I have to take this time, or I have to lift this weight. No. It's a low motivation day. Be happy you're here, and then go with the flow of the hour. How did the hour go? You started getting more in the mood as you went?
Exactly. It was getting better and better as the warm-up was proceeding. So I was very happy in the end. I even stayed longer in the gym and I did some accessory work. So coming in, zero energy, zero mood, caf to do something, and then staying 1 hour and a half later in the gym, talking to people, doing another extra set, and I felt great after, as you said.
That's usually how it goes. But you have to force yourself a little bit and rely on discipline, and then know out of experience that when I'm going to get into the gym and I'm going to get started, it's going to feel better if now before the gym it doesn't. So to sum up this a bit, so before you conclude that this year is a year of disappointment from fitness progress point of view, I would say take a look at yourself and ask yourself some questions like, do I move better? Do I handle workouts better? Did I show up more consistently? Do I feel more capable than before? Meaning, okay, everything is going easier. Does it carry over in daily life? Are things in my daily life getting easier? Are you now the guy that gets called to help somebody move? It's probably a sign that the people around you see you as the fit and the strong guy, even if you maybe are too focused on PRs and I'm not progressing. It's a sign of progress because now you're that dude that I'm calling for moving. If the answer to all these questions is yes, then that's progress. Even if you don't see yourself at the top of the leaderboard, or you don't see constantly that star in Wodify PRing, it's a lot of progress that you made. And the good thing is that next year doesn't start from zero. Think about all the progress you made this year. Next year starts on top of the progress you already made. So it starts from everything you have quietly built this year, and that's a good place to be. Keep building on top of that fitness that you have already earned, and start the year with another year of the search for consistency, and everything, in my opinion, is built out of consistently showing up.
This is a good place to end it. If you enjoyed this, as always, please give us a 5-star review wherever you listen to your podcast. It really helps grow the show. Until next time, see you soon.